nationwide every day. Want to give a shout out to Real 92.3 in LA. Shout out to The Beat in Miami. Shout out to Wild 94.1 in Tampa. Shout out to Hot 98.3 in Tucson. Power 98.3 in Phoenix. We 102.9 in Portland. We're all over the country, so you can tap in with that radio show. If you want to know if we're on in your city, just go to bootlegkev.com. The full list of cities is there. You might hear us. Let's get into the interview. Yo, Bootleg Kev Show. We got a special guests here. Yachty, Concrete Boys. Welcome. How y'all doing?
Pleasure.
Good.
What's going on?
How was All-Star Weekend for y'all?
Busy,
man.
Running around?
Yeah, man. Non-stop every day.
I gotta ask you, I saw you had these, it looked like the All-Star Game Air Forces. Mm-hmm. Are these the official sequel to your shoe?
No.
It's like a PE of yours, essentially?
I guess you could say it's just a sample.
A sample?
Just a little test. You know, a little...
Meet Voto AI, the photo editing software that everyone's talking about.
Old.
Okay. I wonder, like, if you bust out samples, because you have that with Nike now, like, if the fans and their, feedback is strong enough, do you kind of run it up the line and be like...
I think that's how the green, yellow, red shoe came about.
Yeah.
That shoe wasn't supposed to come out. That was my Coachella shoe for my outfit.
And then it was just...
The response was heavy.
Yeah.
Nike they were like, man, we think we should drop this one.
Talk about, obviously, Volume 2, you guys working on this album together. What made it the right time to finally get out the sequel to the first album?
Man, supposed to drop it last year. I think that sometimes with timing, you just like, man, I don't know. As I got older, right, like became an adult, it's so crazy how just like how fast time be going. Like you just blink and the year be over with.
Yeah.
Like we damn near in March already.
Right.
So I think that when you just got a lot going on, again, it's 5, 6 of us, so just getting everybody together and putting it together, not difficult, just time consuming. So I think we had the skeleton since last year and just really making it make sense without feeling rushed was the key.
Out of everybody in the group, who's the most competitive in these studio sessions?
We are pretty competitive.
Oh no, I was gonna say opposite. I was gonna say
I don't really see no like Camo, you be saying that, bro. I don't really be like, bro, I'm not competitive with y'all boys, man. I really don't feel like that.
Me either. I don't feel like we're
being in the studio session. I'll be on the song like, I just whooped y'all ass and that's all.
But that's like
that's not.
We talking about friendly competition.
But it's not
friendly competition.
I don't feel like nobody ever has anyone ever changed their verse because like
that's normal.
I didn't have to by like anonymous decision that like we all knew that I fucked up.
Who's changing the verses?
We don't even do it.
Everybody.
It's normal, you know what I'm saying?
It happens, man. I don't think nobody ever try to outdo nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't never tried to
outdo it.
Right.
I think it's more like when you have something, you be like, damn, I know I'm about to go crazy on this. Not really like, I know I got a better verse than you type thing.
Right.
You still starping shit, still.
Yeah, but ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't think we've ever like, ooh, boy, I'm about to kill y'all.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't never felt that way.
Yeah.
Real talk.
DC, I hear that you have the most lit studio sessions.
Yeah.
I hear that they're so lit that there's certain studios that won't even allow you in.
Yo, he knows the real inside. He knows what's going on. Okay.
So can you kind of break down what is your studio aesthetic and just kind of what comes with a DC studio session?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, like it depends on how I'm feeling, but as far as just moving forward, like I've been talking to Boat, I've been talking to people like Wallow and Coach. Man, a lot of the shit I had in my sessions, you really won't see just moving forward. But I'm always gonna keep that fun, like you know what I'm saying. I'm always gonna have that vibe in my studio session because that's what I need to have a good studio session, especially if I got my brothers with me.
I gotta find out what's going on in these studio sessions. Gotta talk. Shout out to Lil Boat.
My family, you know what I'm saying. But just moving forward, it's gonna be a little bit more.
Would you be the guy with like the unnecessary homies around?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Yes.
Like I'd be like
unnecessary
over there,
homies.
And DC over there.
Bunch
You know
of
what I'm saying?
women, hella smoke, snacks and chips everywhere, tobacco all over the place,
Peanuts on the floor.
peanuts on the
peanuts,
floor,
peanut
leaves
trail.
or papers,
Cajun flavor, boy.
ashes.
You bringing boiled peanuts to the studio?
Oh, it's so much.
What?
He might bring the pot. He might bring the machine.
That's the worst shit about living in LA. Like, I used to live in Florida and I used to be at the gas station. We
Yeah.
got them in
Everywhere.
LA.
Southern,
In LA, we
Southern
no
thing,
boiled
though.
peanuts
That's a
in
Southern
LA.
thing.
LA, y'all bring some boiled peanuts out here, man. I might invest into like a boiled peanut company and just
could
bring
work.
it to
That
LA.
could be
You
your
feel
thing.
me? It could work. Southern
Yeah,
California.
his studio sessions be like the club.
Yeah. That nigga told me, he said,
Man, one time I went to a session and it was people in the like waiting like in a lounge. They were blasting music louder than the studio was.
I don't even know how that's possible.
It was crazy.
Bro, the
Bro.
runners must love to see you.
Man, what?
What?
But I got so much trouble. That nigga said, DC, nigga, you turned the studio to Magic City. I try not to laugh. I had to cover my face. I'm like, damn, that was funny. But
That could, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing at all times.
it was crazy. The last one was
Guys
crazy.
for business.
That's crazy.
But a good song came out of it, to be fair. Yeah, a good song, a great song came out of it. A couple.
Have you guys tweaked out on like any of the new shit going on? Like these Epstein files are kind of wild. I don't know if y'all have like paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah, no.
I ain't been paying no attention to it.
It's crazy, bro.
It's crazy though. Overall, it's just I ain't really.
He's like, I have. I was eating boiled
seen a
peanuts, eating
little
them
bit,
bitches
yeah.
last night.
Swear to God.
It's crazy. Hey, you. I want to ask you, Yachty, because you had like my favorite album of yours is the joint you dropped a couple of years ago. That was like the trippy.
Yeah, let's start here.
Yeah.
The way you see an idea in your mind.
What like inspired you? Because that was I'm a big Tame Impala fan, and I feel like that was kind of a really great album to eat mushrooms to and trip balls to.
Yeah.
Was that like the objective? Because it was very psychedelic.
Yeah, I mean, I think the objective was an experience and a concept, and it was like to see. I think it started off to see what would my iteration of Dark Side of the Moon sound like. Yeah, that's what it started like, right? Like that was the goal, like not the goal, the idea came from me being on acid one night or day or morning or night till morning and listening to Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, fire!
And
Great
just
album.
like-
Shout out to Pink Floyd.
Yeah, and just I think I for a long time. I mean, even still now, I was so baffled by like just the production and of that album is so.
Pink Floyd was like so funky.
I mean, they were so ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it's the '70s.
For sure.
You know, like, the album just sounded like it could be made today or tomorrow. You know, so I think it just started as a goal to see, like, man, what was my idea of this album? Because that's my favorite album, one of my favorite albums, and then you know, just how crazy could we get? You know, and I learned a lot because that was my first time making an album like such. So, you know, nowadays when I'm working on my next project, I've learned so much, and I'm like pushing it so much further and doing, you know, just really trying to tap into some other stuff.
Would you say that album you're psychedelicing pretty hard the whole time?
Absolutely.
Such a good album.
The
And Trip
entire
Balls
time.
too.
Yeah.
Good Joshua Tree album.
Yeah. The goal again was to build a world, right? To kind of like from start to finish, where you don't feel like you have to press stop, or skip. I feel like that's how Dark Side of the Moon is to
For
me.
sure.
No skips, and I think the goal was just to make this album that, you know, if you got a bunch of friends over or whatever is going on, you could just put it on, and then it's an atmosphere. You know, it's atmospheric. You know, I had a lot going on in my life at the time. I had just had my child, and my career was in a weird place, and I was just coming to a part of my life of really trying to understand what was next for me. And I mean, I think it shows in that album. The album is so different from anything that I've done.
For sure.
Yeah,
What's your? Are you prefer acid over shrooms or?
absolutely.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, acid's strictly like I don't think people understand like if you don't eat mushrooms, You gotta eat a shit ton of shrooms to really see shit that isn't there.
It's kind of body high if you don't eat that.
Acid.
Like how many?
One small.
You do a tab of acid, you gonna be on.
You seen everything.
Fucking roller coaster.
But like, how many shrooms does the person have to eat to feel like to get?
I think like
That's different for everybody.
7 to 9. No, it's like no.
A hero's dose is like 5 grams.
And that's like boss final boss.
You can do it. You can do it.
That's
You know,
what I
I think
discovered.
shrooms are a
That's where
lot.
you're gonna cry it out.
Less strong than acid. Like,
Yeah,
a lot less.
Have you ever
strong
been a DMT?
1,000 times.
Really? But like, did you do it? Like, cause there's the bullshit like little vape things.
So I've done both. I actually prefer the vape. You know, I got a guy.
Cause you can be productive.
Yeah, and I mean, I got a guy that makes them in Brooklyn, and I mean, they're pretty strong. Like,
But
they're
you've done like the you've
powder
smoked
too.
the toad,
I haven't smoked the toad, but I've done the powder.
the freebase,
Yeah.
the crackheadish version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally.
Did you
that.
go away for a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's definitely the crackhead version.
No, yeah, you got a freebase.
So you feel like a crackhead too when you're doing it.
Yeah, you freebase it.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
They say
crack
it's-
pipe, and you just like burning the crack pipe, and you like in a dark room.
Well, it's like you. They say that when you're under DMT, like so much, like there's so much being put into your brain that you can't even handle this. You can't even remember everything.
Man, I always forget when I come out of a trip.
My homie said he lived like a 9-month period of his life where he like found a girl, got a new job, got married, and then woke up and only 20 minutes went by.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's a whole nother life.
Yeah. I love DMT.
That's crazy.
No, not like that. But I've heard hella stories like that.
Hey, we got to stop the interview to tell you about our good folks, Odd Socks, man. Now, these are the Odd Socks basics, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I tell you this is a product that every single day I'm alive for the last 5-6 years, I have used are these Odd Socks basics. Now, what Odd Socks is doing is they're kind of reinventing the sock game, if we're being honest, and the underwear game. You know, a lot of times you'll hit Walmart, you'll hit Target, you'll get some socks, you'll get some draws. They're affordable. They end up with holes in them. They don't really feel great. Not Odd Socks, ladies and gentlemen. These Odd Socks basics are the most comfortable socks I've ever had on my feet. Not only that, but they're super affordable. $14.99 for a 6-pack. That's it. Oddsocks.com. And if you don't believe me, sock check, fool. Sock check, fool. Wait, the X is on the other side. There we go. Ah! You see that? Sorry, you had to see those white legs. But it's so dope that, you know, I get to push a product that I use and that I love. So Odd Socks, they got the 6-pack of socks for $14.99 at oddsocks.com. The basics, this is the future of socks, the future of underwear, comfort and affordability. I'm talking about affordability without jeopardizing the quality, because they are the most comfortable socks you'll ever put on your feet, ladies and gents. And the et ceteras, gotta show love to the et ceteras. We like all the stripes on the flag. They're oddsocks.com, man. Much love to my brothers over there. With this album, obviously, since you guys were working on it over such a long span of time, how much of like the older stuff made it, or how much like I guess how much of this is newer? Like
10% is old.
I think more than 10% is old. I think it's a fair amount. I mean, I don't think none of it was made this year. Well, this year is February, but
yeah, I say,
but a lot of it was made before last year. I think in 20. Yeah, because I was on tour. So,
yeah, the Tyler tour.
Which one?
them in there though when we went to New York.
Like
I wouldn't use the word
summer.
squeeze. I wouldn't say squeeze.
was that this year? Last year?
Summertime, like June, July. That's when we really locked in.
For me, that's
okay, we
pretty
gotta do
recent.
it.
Yeah, that's pretty recent for me.
Already went to LA, locked in.
It was back to back.
In the studio, just going crazy in LA.
But I say we just made great, like y'all just made great songs in New York.
Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
made
say
great
y'all-
songs in New York, and that
squeeze it,
made
you know
people be
what
like,
I'm
"Hey,
saying?
let's get on this." And then
Right.
when that LA we locked in,
we just
started
started
going
dialing
crazy.
in
Show.
on it for sure.
Yeah, we just locked in.
Is V's like the unofficial member of the group? Because he's on the album twice, right?
Yeah, you on there.
And Rio.
Sure.
Yeah, and Rio too. Shout out to Rio.
Shout out to Rio, ghetto boy.
Risky.
Yeah.
I would say V's is like an official member though. I mean, he'll say official if you ask him. He will. I fuck with V's though.
You are like so tapped in with obviously the Detroit Flint
Yeah,
shit.
hell
You
yeah.
put out that's actually my favorite hip hop album of yours.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I was a good time. I enjoyed, and I did a whole like blog on that project. It's I don't know if a lot of people don't get the chance to really experience Detroit, but it's a great city.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And like obviously Atlanta, you guys get a lot of credit for having like the most beautiful black women in the world. I always say it's Detroit. Detroit.
I mean, Detroit is loaded too. Detroit got some.
What's that strip club out there? Truth.
Yeah.
Great place.
Truth is ghetto as hell.
And they got the Coney Islands everywhere.
Yeah. I was saying I don't love Coney Island, but
They're a little overrated. Like when you talk to people, I always tell people from Detroit, like y'all's food is, it's like
no, Detroit got some food.
no, but not the ponies. Them ponies is whatever.
Detroit got some fire shit. Sweetwater is dumb fire, and that one spot, man. I forgot restaurant called. Man, I forgot when we was in there last time. We was just out there with them slushies.
Oh yeah, babyface race shit.
Yeah, and that was, yeah.
Shout out to Babyface.
Damn.
That big shots.
I feel like the hood spots got the best food, but I look at Coney Island kind of like Cookout. You know what I'm saying?
You can get
on that
anything
level. Yeah.
like 2 a.m.
You feel me? 3 a.m.
Get an omelet,
It's cool.
some wings,
It's not
get a piece of
Cookout.
cheesecake.
Cookout is far. They don't got Cookout here though, huh?
I ain't say it was better than
Cookout in LA.
That's a southern thing only.
No.
Nah, they ain't got nothing
You ever had
like
Cookout?
Cookout.
Outside of Atlanta.
What's Cookout?
It's a restaurant fast
I would
food.
think In-N-Out burgers like they cook out, but it's
Fire.
not good.
They got them
Nah,
in
but it's
like
Cookout
North
got
Carolina.
everything.
Yeah,
it's not
And
yeah.
that was like one
Cookout
variety.
came from North Carolina.
We got In-N-Out. That's what we got
In
here.
and out is weak. as
Nah,
hell.
yeah, but
You don't like
Cookout-
In-N-Out?
In-N-Out's overrated.
Compared to
It's too
Cookout,
It's
overrated.
definitely weak.
Compared to
Hell nah.
Cookout?
Y'all think In-N-Out?
You don't know what Cookout is?
It's too overrated.
It's not weak.
I thought it was definitely weak.
You know what it is
They
though?
tripping.
They think it's gonna be better than
don't
what
like
it
it?
is when you go to get it. Like I waited a long ass line. It was not worth the line.
Hey,
If I knew
man,
that's
y'all
what it tastes
tripping.
like, I would have left and went to McDonald's.
It's not a better fast food
I agree,
burger.
Camo. I would have left one. Took my ass to Mickey D's.
Nah.
He said it's not a better fast food burger than In-N-Out.
I'm gonna say Burger She
Well,
Roll. That's the
what's
best
the
burger
better
place in
fast
LA.
food?
Fast food.
What?
Hey,
Nah, Kev, I
Fast
agree.
food burger.
That's the best fast food
it's
burger.
the best fast food
Fast
burger.
food.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
talking about
not.
multiple
In-N-Out.
locations. They got a
I'm not
drive-through.
arguing with them. That's out here.
But also, I like
Burger
Burger
She
King.
Roll.
need to argue
They
with
probably
She
got
Roll.
A lot
one.
of people
No,
like Burger
damn.
King. I like
That's the one.
I
Man,
never heard of that place.
Burger She Roll.
She wrote
Change your life.
fast food though.
No, it's not.
I know.
it's a sit down. It sounds like a nice sit down hipster joint.
Wait, are y'all still eating Arby's, or was that like just like a night?
No, in the world.
No, Cookout is better than that.
What? How is that? They got a
Arby's
drive-through?
for a minute. I think nigga, Arby's is the fries.
Fuck your drive through guy.
Be cooking off.
Yeah.
Face of that shit.
A little too fast.
Yo, so Rio, are you like the latest like official inductee in the crew?
I mean, I'm their DJ.
You're the DJ.
Yeah, I guess I'm the
How,
latest.
how long you been DJing?
I've been professionally DJing since I was 14, but I've been with them
damn.
for like a year now. About a year.
So you started off as a kid.
Yeah.
Shit.
You still look like you're 14.
Still a
by the way.
kid.
I'm 19.
So you still look
I'm
14.
19 now.
I saw you got fuck ice in your bio, which is dope.
Yeah, fuck ice.
Yeah.
I hate Ice Spice, man. Fuck him.
Fuck Ice Spice.
Fuck
You got ice on your neck though.
We
You
hate
talking
you,
about that
Ice.
ice?
No, you talking about?
No,
Okay,
ice.
cool. Okay, cool. Now,
Immigration enforcement.
Yeah, no. Fuck
Has that hit Atlanta pretty crazy? Because this obviously LA is different. Minneapolis is going crazy.
I
But
don't know if it's hit Atlanta.
It hit Atlanta
like it hit Minneapolis.
For sure.
But I think they trying to make a presence everywhere. You know.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I think it's important to speak out though. So shout out to you. I saw your bio. I was like, oh, I see you. You got to take a stand sometimes, you know. Yo, whatever happened to your fucking podcast, bro? You ain't done an episode in like a year. It was so good. What happened?
Man, I think podcasting is tricky when you are a active, prominent figure in the business that you talk about. I think it's sticky. It gets a little sticky to have a public opinion,
Right? Because you're still in the game.
right? And I think that you almost start challenging your your truth.
Right.
You know, you like, damn, do I want to be honest here, or do I want to save the, hurting someone's feelings or pissing someone off, or then it just start becoming like, damn, man, I don't know, it's like a lot. I feel like I start getting a lot more in trouble for things I would say versus like, it was fun, and it was really successful, and it was doing
Super.
great.
I mean, you got legendary interviews, man.
Yeah, I think we stopped it.
I
right
thought the
before.
format was cool. Like when you were just kind of, I don't know what, like y'all had the little like chill vibe. It was different.
It was great. I thought it was great, man. I appreciate that. I think it's cool when like real journalists, say that my podcast was good. So I appreciate that.
Would you resurrect it if you ever kind of kicked back a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't see why not. It was fun. I think the most annoying part was trying to get the guests.
Yeah.
I think we did get great guests, but like,
I mean, you had Drake.
Yeah,
which a
we
lot
had
of people.
2 Drake interviews. We never even put the second one out. We had a second Drake.
Wait, you didn't
interview.
put out a second Drake
It was
interview?
right before the Kendrick thing. Went
Right
down.
before the Civil War.
Yeah, so we never put out. It was good too. It was really funny. It was.
Did you guys
long.
talk about the Civil War?
No, it was right before.
Oh, so it was like it almost wouldn't make sense to put it out. Without,
yeah, because it was right. It was such a funny interview. We never put it out.
Oh.
Yeah, I was sitting in the middle of the arena.
Was there any other interviews that just never made the upload?
No, I think we had one more, but I think the Drake one was our next one, and we that thing happened, and then things happened, and then boom.
Yeah. Do you feel like that whole situation kind of put you in a weird place because you're friends with everybody? I feel like you're such a lovable guy, and like you obviously get mentioned in Euphoria, and like I can just imagine being in that position.
I don't think it put me in a weird place. I was with Drake,
For sure.
So like it wasn't like a limbo.
Well, just the totality of it. Just take out the Kendrick Drake part. It was so many people involved, and
I think it's a sticky situation, that I realized it's beyond me, and I try to stay out of it.
I'm inspired.
Yeah, I mean, there's reason. Yeah, I always wonder. People, I saw you kind of replied to somebody saying something, but this song with you, Drake, and Uzi, and that you're blamed for the internet blames you for it never coming out.
I don't know why for to having gays, but the truth of the matter was just I think it was a crazy sample. Was it the Van Gogh sample? Who's the sample? Whitney Houston sample. I believe
Janet Jackson or something
I think
crazy.
it's Whitney Houston, but people, I don't remember. I said something about the record because I have a verse. There's a version where I have a verse on it, and I said that, and I think people started saying I'm the reason the song never came out. But like, people gotta understand, man. The boy's a grown man.
Yeah,
man he didn't ask me for no. He wasn't coming to me for no advice on. I mean, like stuff like I don't know why people just think like I was the person influence him to do all these things, internet's a silly place.
We gotta give a shout out to our new sponsor, Raffi Law Group. Listen, I don't. You're a big wrestling fan. I've loved to see because I feel like you weren't always a wrestling fan.
I've been a wrestling fan since I was in pre-K.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've been seeing you at all the events.
You know what it is? I just reignited that flame. But at my pre-K birthday, I got pre-K birthday parties. It's not a SmackDown birthday party.
What was your moment that got you back in?
When WWE came to Atlanta for Bad Blood.
Ooh,
which was 2 years ago.
Bad Blood was good.
It was when they came to Atlanta for Bad Blood, and that was my first real WWE promotion. I had been to independent promotions, but that was my first WWE promotion, which is the big leagues, and it was awesome. I hadn't watched it in years, and it was Peter was there, Rosenberg.
Shout out to Pete.
And after that day, I hadn't missed a show. So since Bad Blood Atlanta, I'm seeing every.
You go to all the PLEs?
I try to, if it makes sense. I don't go to all of them, but I go to a good amount.
Yeah, like a Royal Rumble and Riyadh. That's a good.
That one I didn't do that, but I will be at the Elimination Chamber in Chicago.
That's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
AJ Lee's making a return. If you had to compare the Concrete Boys to a WWE stable? Could be old school, could be new school. Who would it be?
Oh my Jesus. Man, that's interesting. I think I would say I would compare DC to The Godfather. You know,
You got a hoe train? Yeah, that's what.
The Godfather.
Big Pimpin'.
He came out with like all the girls.
I compare Camo to Shelton Benjamin.
I respect it.
Amazing
Shelton
wrestler.
Benjamin was too far.
Never
Shelton
really got his
Benjamin,
respect.
also one of the most in shape human beings on the planet.
To this moment,
Never
never got his respect.
Hurt business, man.
Man,
Shout out to AEW.
Hurt business. I would compare Rio to Roxanne Perez.
I see it.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez.
I don't know if you know who that is, but it checks out.
This is so nerdy right now, and I'm enjoying it. Let's say I would compare Draft to, if I had to like pick, I think I would say like are we only doing WWE?
You could do AEW.
MJF.
Oh, MJF, dude,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. That's
MJF.
That's prestigious.
Did you see MJF just cut a promo on the Bloodline
did.
today?
I did see
Which is
that.
crazy because
I
he's
saw that.
fighting Zilla.
And he was saying names.
He said Jey Uso.
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
and he said Rikishi talked about Rikishi.
You talking about Rikishi's gonna bring you up on the podcast?
I thought that was pretty slick.
I was like, oh, that's kind of.
Yeah.
Well, you saw Seth Rollins was hanging out with MJF at the Super Bowl.
This is Seth Rollins is my favorite wrestler, and Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins.
You like Becky?
I love. I think she's the best female wrestler to ever cut promos.
Really?
I think so.
I love Seth. I think Seth doesn't get enough flowers. He's been the most consistent superstar of the last like 12 years.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
I recently figured out I got a cousin named Rich Castor. He was in the NFL. He played for the Jets, but he got a son named Max. And I looked up his Instagram, and he actually wrestled, and he called himself like the best wrestler alive, and I call myself the best rapper alive. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? We cousins, and didn't even know.
That's fire.
We related, same last name. I'm like, that's crazy.
Is he still wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, he probably.
Name of Max Castor. So shout out to Max. Mm-hmm.
Yo, the indie wrestling shows. Have you been to a Fourth Rope show?
No, I haven't, but I watch him. Bro, I see him.
I went to the one in Vegas last year, Mania. It was from like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Everybody came out. It was like Joe Hendry, the Hardy Boys, the Godfather. Because, shout out to Godfather. He actually manages Deja Vu Strip Club in Vegas now.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so if you ever want to go pull up on the Godfather, he'll be at the Deja Vu.
Deja Vu.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. I love wrestling, man. I'm too tapped in. I'm 10 toes deep in WWE.
Does everybody because I feel like nowadays everyone's punching in. Is anybody, is this y'all's process? Is anybody writing it, or what's the writing process for everybody?
We do both.
Yeah.
Both.
Not DC. DC don't write.
DC, you're a big puncher?
Yeah. I get ADHD when I try to write. I feel like I can't write it down quick enough. I'd just rather rap it. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't listen to beats if I'm not in the studio.
Oh, that makes sense.
Me neither. Mm-hmm. And like even when I write, I write to no beat.
Shit.
So you have like a melody, you'll do a voice note?
You understand what you're talking about.
I say like we all like both like, hey, we should all do this beat. He'll play it and send it to us like right to this. I know it. I hear the BPM and I just know it. And I listen to the beat and I just write it because I feel like when there's no beat, it's easier for me to come up with a new flow. Like I can just flow how I want to. Then I just try to put it on the beat after. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but that's how I do it though. And then like other than that, we punch in.
Yeah,
like that, but
I feel like a lot of homies will be like driving around and they catch a melody in their head. They gotta like just do
voice memo. That's what we do all the time.
Because I feel like melody is the most important.
I've never heard of the Concrete Boys a day in my life. Shout out Lil Yachty. Seem like they got it all together, man. They all dressed alike, so they coordinating. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm not looking forward to hearing none of that shit. It don't look like a group of people that I would be listening to. But there it is, man. I'm trying to see if it's a juicy part. I heard that they was talking some controversial shit other than talking about the Godfathers of rap. But we're gonna keep getting into the content, man. Shout out Bootleg Kid for their dope interview. Let's set up.
It is.
For sure. The cadence, once you got the cadence down, you pretty much can,
Structure
put
it out
the
how you
words
want
in,
to.
But I definitely done put a cadence over a beat, then go back and put words over that. Like that's a good
I
tactic.
want each one of y'all to go through y'all's. If you guys had to pick a single MC, that would be your biggest influence or your GOAT, who would it be? We'll start with you, DC.
Oh, Big Mo, for sure. I say either Big Mo, and if not Big Mo, I say Fat Pat, which is with DJ
course.
Screw.
Rest in peace.
You already know.
Both of them
RIP
passed
Fat
away.
Pat.
It's kind of crazy that Dave Blunts is running with the whole Big Mo thing. By the way,
It's crazy, but you know it's crazy. I can't even blame Dave because Dave actually didn't know who the hell Big Mo was.
he's also the sweetest dude ever. Dave's
For sure.
a great
And
guy.
he actually called me one night. He was like, DC, tell me about Big Mo. I said, first of all, nigga, don't ever tell a person that you don't know who Big Mo is because of your whole aesthetic.
Right.
You have a song called Purple Stuff. His biggest song is called Purple Stuff, gang.
Yes.
And your whole aesthetic, the velour tracksuits, everything
Someone needs
screams
to
Big Mo.
redo that record, by the way, like in a big way.
I'm on it. But I told him I was like, Dave, just act like you knew who Big Mo was. Like I sent him a few songs, played his album, and he still said he didn't know who. I was like, why the hell you say that, man? Like don't
H-Town
say that.
legends, man. Rest in peace. I saw Michael Watts just passed away too. Man.
Yeah,
Rest in peace,
RP Michael 5,000 watts, man. He just passed away, man. That's terrible.
Rio, what about you on the DJ side? Is there somebody who influenced you or you kind of look up to?
I mean, honestly, I'm very lucky because as I was like becoming a DJ when I was like 15, I surrounded myself with a lot of friends that DJ'd. So I want to give a shout out to Sophie Gray. She taught me like everything I know, and this other guy, Isaac Rose. Both of them taught me everything I know, and I still look up to them to this day.
Shout out to them. What about you, bro?
I would say like early Lil Wayne and then like Future.
Future. What's your favorite Future mixtape? On the spot.
Hard Beast Mode 2.
All right.
Hold on. Before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces all of these. I'm talking about live scheduling, time tracking, and digital forms that...
What about you, brother?
I would say Future too, and Jay-Z as well, because I like to say a lot of punchlines that make you think.
What's your favorite Jay-Z album?
I say Reasonable Doubt.
I respect it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. What about you, man?
I found a lot of early on. My biggest influence was Jay-Z. Like I used to always like how he wore like all black back in the day, black Timbs, black everything, like in the Pyrex. I used to always want to wear that shit back in
That was older Jay-Z.
I know.
All black Hove. He had the eras. He had the throwback jerseys. He had the fucking. Then he had the button ups.
Yeah.
He kept reinventing it quick too.
He started, then he went
reinvented
button ups and with the jeans
Business.
and the all blacks and the
APs.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's like who actually got me into reading lyrics, like as a kid and like trying to understand bars and double entendres and stuff. Like,
He's like the first dude who really, I feel like him and Biggie made like the whole not writing thing a thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't know Big used to freestyle too. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Yeah, like no writing, which is
that
wild.
nigga was so fire freestyle.
He was cold too.
Just go off the top and just keep going.
And one take it.
Yeah.
They always say
But that's the craziest part.
J.O. sit in the studio for like 15, 20 minutes and then he'll just
One
go
take
in.
the whole thing
Rappers
without
couldn't
no
punch
problem.
in. They had to do one take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there wasn't the digital side.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like punching in there's like a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Because I feel like punching in, like you'll catch a vibe, but I feel like you're just more intentional when you put pen to paper. For some
Absolutely.
reason.
Definitely.
Because you more thought out.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, it's like
100%. And
it makes the lyrics just matter.
Makes
a
it
little more.
makes it make sense.
Yeah. Do you write a lot?
I think I tend to do a lot of both.
Yeah.
I do a lot of both. I do a lot of recordings. So I think, again, like you said, when I'm trying to be intentional, I do right. And I say it just like that. Like if a beat strikes a certain emotion, then I'm trying to be intentional and I'll write it out.
Yeah.
Or if I'm on a chat with someone else, try to bring my A game, I'll try to write it out. But certain beats, you could just feel it and you're just like, nah, I can get on this. I know what to say.
Hey, man, what's up? Bootleg Kev here for my bookie. Don't forget, wherever you're at, man, get in on the action. Listen, NBA season's here. NBA. underrated tour. 2 stops. One of my favorite tours in recent history. You're on that tour.
Yeah.
Tyler just showed out on that motherfucker. What was that experience like, man? Because that's one of them ones I feel like when we look back, I think that's one of the more special tours we've had in recent memory.
Man, it was a blessing to be chosen for that. You know, Tyler's like, you know, my mentor. So to have that influence in my life daily, you know, I'm very grateful for it because that's something money can't buy. You can't pay for that wisdom, for that knowledge, for that connection, right? I mean, to be put on that, I hadn't dropped an album 2 years,
right?
You know, so like realistically, I mean, I have an amazing fan base,
and you got a great catalog.
A great catalog, but like I hadn't dropped, so to pick me, you know, that was real dope, you know, and take me all around the world for 9 months, and I learned so much. I watched him make I watched him make Cornucopia, but I watched him make the newest one.
Yeah, don't tap the glass.
Don't tap the glass, because he made it on the road. So I sat with him and I rewatched him, and I just learned a lot from him. From performing to producing to just rapping and about the history of hip hop and even fashion, you know, like in designing and I just learned a lot from him. You know, he had a group with a lot of friends early on.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like I can come to him about everything because he's seen everything, done everything, and he's a good source for inspiration because he never stops.
He's also like one of the more intentional, like everything has
I think he's the most, if not arguably the most intentional artist.
Everything has an aesthetic, everything has a purpose. It's crazy.
It's a reasoning, and it all has, like you said, it all has purpose, and it's been thought out for him. All of every angle of it has already been thought out.
Yeah, and it's almost like even the most like sporadic album, which was Don't Tap the Glass, had its own everything.
And it's funny, Don't Tap the Glass is his version of not overdoing it.
Yes.
That's his version of not thinking it too hard. And it's still very much precise. You know? I think he is one of the greatest artists of our generation.
We had the opportunity to go with Boat to that to the Lil Yeah, like a private release party.
Yeah,
crazy, man. I think I stayed to listen again. No. I ended up leaving with Boat, but he played it twice, and I'm listening. I'm like, damn, this is a good ass album. It was just a lot of inspiration. You already know, bro. To see an artist at that magnitude still, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna let y'all check the rest of this interview out. Over there on his page. Again, that's Bootleg Calf. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope video, a dope interview. Shit, for the most part, you know, gonna drive.
for sure.
Yeah, it's only like 100 people there, and he showed out. It was fun.
Yeah, I feel like the other thing too about Tyler that's important is like he'll always cater to like that core.
Yeah,
because he's got that like core like nerdy Tyler fan base
sure.
that have been rocking with him, and like no matter what, he always has callbacks to that audience while still,
sure.
you know, making the whole entire thing a lot bigger.
But his thing is like, you know, some of him that I
Thank y'all
learned
for
is his
rocking
thing
with
is he
Subscribe to
like
the
while
channel, too.
he's sure he'll cater to them, but he make music for himself. You know, and he make what he's feeling and what he's inspired by.
If y'all ain't here, smash the like button, man. It helps put me in the algorithm, and also subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate you for watching.
Regardless of what's popular, regardless of what people say they want from him, regardless of what he know he can do, and cut the line. They look, B's calling right now. What's up, gang?
Yo,
Speaking of Creep member,
I thought you were in the Concrete Boys.
We was just talking about you.
Shout out to V's.
Nah, I told him you with us. Hey, he tripping.
I'm gonna call you after this, brother.
No comment. We're on camera. Relax.
That nigga crazy.
I just saw him perform at the Spotify thing the other night.
I love
Kate
V's
Cunningham.
Too. I love V's to
Great,
death.
man. That's a great
He's
dude.
incredible.
That's my
man.
brother.
Yo, he's incredible, man. The whole everything. I just think it's been dope because I feel like you kind of were the first dude to embrace a lot of these Detroit guys outside of Detroit,
especially V's.
and now it's. I feel like everyone's doing their own version of what Detroit's doing and what they've been doing for so long. Yo, you came out of this SoundCloud era that is so. It's historically important because we got so many incredible artists, but also there was so much crazy bullshit that kind of came out of that era as well.
But every era, you know, so funny. I remember when I went to do my research on just like the music that came before me. It was a lot of bullshit that came out in the '90s.
There, I mean, it's
There's a lot
fair.
of bullshit that came out in the fucking '80s and early 2000s, but they act like only the 2016 and up.
I just think it was a little more. I think it was a little more. It was a little more elevated.
Sure.
The amounts of bullshit,
But not all of it.
no, you're right.
There's some stuff out there that, but it's so crazy. I remember in
Lil Yachty saying there's a lot of bullshit music out. It's diabolical, man. Like, I can give him his props on influence, but when it comes to lyrics, obviously, he ain't got it. When it comes, he ain't got a lot of things, man. But he's managed to stay relevant in some aspect of things, I guess. I don't listen to him other than the shit he did with it in Detroit. That was the only time we played him, to be honest with you. That was best brother.
Before I did my research, I didn't know this. If it was 2016 and I knew it was so much bullshit in the 90s, I'd be like, yo, y'all fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of weak ass shit going on out there. And just to be, as a matter of fact, actually, you know what's so crazy to me? I think about all the time, I always think about the first song in hip hop. I hope this don't fry me. He probably will. And I always think about a hip, a hop, a hip.
Rapper's Delight?
Top and the boom, take a bang. You know what I'm saying? And I be thinking like, damn, bro, y'all be really acting like we just goddamn, like we goddamn just couldn't, like we was the only niggas saying some.
Bruh, is he dissing? How could he diss a rapper's delight when he slur and mumble? Don't even make sense. That song makes sense. It was a clap. Come on, Lil Yachty. Now I see why they canceled your ass. You say the wrong shit. That's why you don't need a podcast, because it ain't no room for you to be judgmental, bro, in music, bro. For real. Like, it's not. Even in fashion. I don't think you should be judgmental or anything.
It make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was hipping and hopping in. And I'm like, come on, bro, that shit was weak as hell, bro. Like, niggas be acting like, no, bro, come on. Yeah, I do unsue my brother to the store, and I went in the grocery store with it. Come on, bro. Y'all acting like that shit wasn't weak. That shit was dumb weak, bro. But niggas be acting like we was the only ones that made some crazy shit. I think
That's disrespectful. For real.
I agree with you. I do think that there was more intention, probably, right? You had a DMX, and you had a Busta Rhymes, and you had a Tupac, and you had all these
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, all these.
Nas,
Yeah, of course, and you had all the Prodigy and
I seen X.
Mobb Deep. So you did have there was a lot more. You know what I will say? I think that hip hop lost its what's
Yeah, we lost when your ass got in the game for sure. Lost integrity, morals, lyrics, realness, game, spirituality. Bro. But yeah, we lost a lot of shit when they let you in, bro. When they let cat out the bag.
for like just like the way there was division. Like if you was from the West, you sounded like it. If you was from the North, you sounded like it.
Yeah, I think the region. I feel like the internet removed.
I guess distinctiveness.
Yeah, and there was also, I feel like, a lot more subgenres back in the day, because we'd be like, because back in the day you would look at like Volume 2 from Jay-Z, and that would be commercial rap.
Right.
But then there'd be like Black Star's album, which would be like Most Def Until Quality. That was like backpack shit. But it's like nowadays, I feel like everything just kind of like
rap.
Like nowadays, like weirdly enough, like even though Playboi Carti is one of the biggest rappers in the world, like he's like he's an underground rapper, low key.
You think so? I mean, I think that
like I feel like to a lot of people, like if you think like how big just like a guy like Destroy Lonely is, right? He's still kind of underground.
Yeah, I guess because he don't have any radio records. But just because he don't have any radio,
No, he really don't. Rather Lie was a big record, but I just mean like, the underground is big.
I get what you mean.
There's like the world, the internet has removed.
Agree with that. Yeah.
The internet has removed kind of all the barriers.
For sure.
I just feel, and I think it's only hip hop though. I feel like we're the only genre that doesn't. We don't really we don't categorize and subgenre our genre enough. I think that we just kind of like put it on the playing field of just like hip hop or rap instead of like really cutting into the depth of the genre, because I think that there's a place for all of it. For sure. Know? I feel that when you smack it all under one lane, it's when it gets a little tricky as to what is what. But I feel like it all, there's all of it counts. For sure. You know? I think that was where we got lost in the beginning in 2016 when 2016, that era, that draft class of artists came in. I think that the conversation, first off, the genre was so brand new, it's so young that I think even younger 10 years ago, that the conversation was so fresh and it was evolving in front of everyone's eyes to be able to have that conversation of, oh no, this is rap just like anything else is rap. This is just this is a new era. This is a new genre. This is a new demographic. I mean, I don't know, like we were on the verge of, not on the verge, we broke an entire new wave of rap, right? And I think that since our genre, again, is so new, and our genre is so egotistical, and our genre is so macho, and our genre is so this and straight, like straight down the narrow path, the narrow is this, the street is trap, all these codes and ethics that come with it, that when you got this, something that's, okay, completely different than what we are used to, it's like, whoa, we don't understand this, that ain't hip-hop, that ain't right. Then it becomes, that's when it becomes a headbutt, because...
Well, I think that was what made you special, was like, I remember the first record I heard of yours was the Minnesota record, and it was just like, it just sounded like nothing else in music. Like, however people thought about your tone, it was so unique and like distinct. It was like, whatever, like there's nothing that sounds like this shit.
Yeah, I think Minnesota is what got me my deal at QC. I remember that's the first song the coach told me he played P. He did not fucking get it.
I was about to say, I can't imagine he got it.
Or he didn't. I mean, but P didn't get Let's Start Here. When I played it from, he was looking like, what the fuck is this? You know, when I first sat him down, like, I want to play something that's different, I'm gonna play it for you. And I played him Let's Start Here from start to finish, and he was on his phone, zoned out, like not there. And I remember at the end of it playing it, I mean, he was just like, I guess. And which I didn't expect him to like be crying tears. Right. But yeah, no. So I think some things, gotta grow on people.
Who do you put on the, I guess out of that era, if you're there, I'm sure Uzi's there. Who else do you think is on the Mount Rushmore, that SoundCloud wave?
I was, in my opinion, I always said it was, I think me, Uzi, X, like we talking actual SoundCloud. In my opinion, I say, I like to say, I ain't gonna lie, I think there's I probably would get some flack for this, but I like to say Lil Tracy. I feel like Lil Tracy, you know, he was such a huge figure when I think solely to, and Cardi. And Cardi. Yeah, Cardi was, man, me, I think me, Uzi, Cardi, X, and So Key is an old school. Xavier Wolf is underground, but he wasn't like on a Mount Rushmore. You know, I think Mount Rushmore, I would say, in my opinion, is me, Uzi, Cardi, X, and I say Lil Tracy. Rest in peace to Lil. Wait, no, Pete. I'm sorry,
Lil Pete passed away.
Pete. I meant to say Pete. My bad. Pete, not Tracy.
Rest in peace, Lil Peep.
Yeah, Pete passed away. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Pete.
Yeah.
I feel like he was one of the first like real like